everyone. Thank you for joining me today. How is everyone today? I've been getting a lot of uh, messages in regards to this heavy, dense energy, and it is heavy and dense, but at the same time, it's because it has to push us to move forward. I wanted to do a little bit of a video on full moon manifestation, and also put it out there. We're all doing this together, all of us. Okay. Um, but full moon manifestation, as well as letting go of some things in order to help things work better. And then go into a little bit of this Pisces Uranus aspect here. Okay. So, um, a lot of things to do. First of all, the full moon is really good for illuminating things. Okay, it's good for Reiki healing. It's good for charging and cleansing your crystals, or I should say, cleansing and charging your crystals. um, it's good for meditation. All of those things. You know, another thing you can do is um, another thing you can do is you can take a couple of coins. For people who like to do a little bit of rituals for financial things, you can take a couple of coins, maybe a couple of quarters, and put them upside down in a windowsill, okay? And preferably where the full moon is, and allow the full moon to read that as letting go of the negative aspects regarding my financial situations right now. And then there's another one at the new moon you can do. And I'll be doing some new moon um, videos in regards to that as well when the time comes. This is a time to put your intentions out there, but not only put your intentions out there, write them down. Because if you write them down, it becomes physical. It becomes, it helps you to actually put your thoughts and your feelings and like you already have it. It has all of that aspect in it. So make sure that you write it down. Make sure you write your story, not what you have today, not coming from where you are today, but almost like this dreamy, and this goes along with the Pisces energy too, almost like this dreamy daydream. What would it feel like to have this? What would it be like to um, make this come to fruition? Okay, how does it feel? And then let it go. Okay. Now, full moons, one thing too, full moons in general bring heightened emotions. So try to avoid arguments at this time, because everything at the full moons, when you're putting them out there, is amplified. Okay, it's amplified, it's multiplied. So you want to do things like gratitude lists. Okay, envisioning dreams that they have come true. Remember, what you ask for is given. So what do you want to put your energy behind? Okay. It's also a time of letting go. So here are my intentions. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to trust that it's going there. I'm going to trust that it's happened. And then also, it is a time to forgive. Even if you have to write it down. I forgive myself for allowing this. Whoops, sorry. Bug just came right at me. Allowing this where is it? Oh, forgive for allowing the situations to happen. Okay, sorry, like the hooks are out. Remember that the week of the full moon is very, very powerful. You don't just have to do these things on the full moon. The effects of the full moon are 1 week before, or 3 days before, to 3 days after the full moon. Okay, so this effect, it's like this whole week you can take advantage of this energy to move things forward, get rid of the old, bring in the new, what you would want to manifest. So this is coming on September 2nd, which is Wednesday here, Eastern Standard Time, about 1:22 a.m. And it's in Pisces, which is dreamy and sensitive. But there's also a deep awakening energy, because it is in a harmonious alignment to your Uranus. Now, the thing with Uranus is that that is the planet of awakening and change. So we have the emotional Pisces, the compassionate Pisces, the sensitive Pisces, with this kind of Uranus, which can change things up. Okay, and so the normal reactions, the normal emotional things that are going on with just even the Pisces full moon is amplified too. So you're going to have a little bit of inner struggles, which is fine because it's a destiny of change. It's a destiny of awakening. It's a destiny of changing our perspective of how things need to be and how we would love them to be. Okay? So, because like Uranus is, like I said, awakening, change, freedom, um, destiny of change. All of these things that we've asked for. That's a big thing we do is we ask for things to be done. We ask for things that we would like to have, but we don't want to go through the necessary changes to do it because that's just not the easy part, right? And a lot of times oh my gosh, believe me, including myself, it's like, okay, I asked for this. We know we can't have instant gratification. We know that things need to be broken down in order to rebuild what we want. I just heard the empire. I just heard that like plain as day. You gotta build the empire, or rebuild it. So by doing that, um, things do need to have a little bit of a destructive period to come to fruition. Let's say a new moon starting that. But the first thing we do is, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is not what I asked for. Well, it is what you asked for. It's just that things have to change a bit to get where you need to be. So the big thing is to trust the process. Okay, trust the process in this, and things will go a little bit further. And one more thing I want to do is Venus and Saturn is very active as well. So may stir issues and matters of all of your relationships. That's okay, because that needs to be done too, right? And this is any type of relationship. Um, but because you may feel a little bit empathetic in regards to things because you do have the Pisces full moon or Pisces in regards to this. And you have a Cancer effect too because this is in the second, this full moon goes in the second decan of Pisces. So you have Cancer as well. So with those two things, you're going to feel some empathy. You need to really protect and really charge. Okay. And I have some things to help you. If you need that, let me know. Water activities would help too. Salt baths, showers, ocean, salt water, lakes, drinking and hydrating more water. Anything to do with water is going to help. Boating, however you can get yourself out there with water is great. But remember that this is positive. All of these things that are happening right now, even though they don't seem like they are, it's really positive. It's a positive time. It's a positive change. And this full moon is going to change things around. Okay? It's going to change things around. It's going to get us where we need to be if we know where we want to be. If we look at the end result, not what's going on right now. We have to deal with what's going on right now, but keep it in the end result. That's why it's so much easier to write, and you can continue to add on to your story if you choose, but write your things down. It keeps you grounded. If you want to meditate, that's fine. I'm going to be putting my meditation basics class on, I believe, Teachable.com. There's a couple of them that I'm looking at, and I'm going to be having a couple classes in regards to it as Zoom because my meditation basics class basically helps you know who you are on a sun sign level and the best way for you to meditate, because it's not easy to just get into a meditation practice. So what helps you to meditate? What is your best way of doing that? Is it out in nature? Is it writing? Is it walking? Is it drumming? Is it journeying? You know, if you're a shaman or practice shamanism or anything like that, this is also a great time for journeying. Okay. Um, this is also the healer's moon, so it's going to focus on service. Um, there is our spiritual purposes are now coming out. All right, this is a harvesting moon. Know who you are. Allow things to come to you as is, but you know that things have to break down before they build up strong. And in order, it also helps us to see where we can heal, where we can change. Because if we don't heal and we don't change, we bring the same stuff around until we decide we've had enough and we're going to do it. Okay? All right. So thank you so very much for everything. I absolutely, positively love you guys. I'm so glad that you have stuck in with me, and I am so appreciative of your compliments. Okay, I get those. When I get those, like an email or Facebook or even comments here on YouTube. Those are always so wonderful to get those, and I send blessings back as well. I am constantly I can feel it. Like I did that, and I can feel it. Ooh, okay. So some of you really need some help in regards to healing practices, and my website is almost ready as well. So a lot of these things will be on there. It will still take some building, but the basics will be on there. Any questions, please email me, dawn.divineconnections@gmail.com, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much. Have a blessed full moon, and we'll see you soon.